it seems as good a time as any to reiterate the fact that circumstances do not matter. I've been getting a lot of comments recently of people answering their own question in the story that they're telling in the comments. So people saying, yes, I understand that I need to live in the wish fulfilled, or I understand that I need to be in Barbados, but this and this and this happened. But what do I do if this and this happens and I feel like a failure and I feel like I didn't do this right and I've been doing it for this long and I've tried this and that and it hasn't worked? And so many stories. There are so many stories, so many reasonings, so many conditions to why you can't get what you want, right? Seemingly in your head. What I want to reiterate is that manifestation works the same for everyone, for every situation, at all times. It is always fundamentally, bottom line, your identity. Who are you? Who do you say that you are? That is the basis of all manifestation. That is the highest level of manifestation that you can go to. So when you make a decision about who you are, and if you say, I'm the version of myself living in my wish fulfilled, then all of those circumstances that you just listed have no impact on you. They become irrelevant in the light of your new conception of yourself, in the light of your new state of being. So when you go within and you say, okay, who do I see myself to be? If I already have this thing, if this thing is already done, if I'm already living this life, then who am I as a person? Am I a person who's still worried about this? Am I a person who's still thinking these thoughts? Am I a person who's still wondering how this is going to happen and how this is going to happen? And what if they don't do this? And what if this thing doesn't come in time? And what if this, and that happen? No, you stand firm in what you said it is, and you continue to say that it is no matter what. You don't look out into the 3D and wait to be validated or search for validation, because in doing that, you're saying that you are in an energy of still looking to see if it worked, looking to see if it's there. And if you're looking for something that you don't know is there, then you can't be in the state where it's already done. If it was already done, then what would you be doing? Remember how we talked about what your energy implies? Now you're spiraling about something that you said was already handled. So if you're spiraling about a situation that you say is done, you're in a state of double-mindedness, right? That's not living in the end. You're living back and forth in this state of like dissociation. You're not even in your current reality, but then you're not in your wish fulfilled either. You're in this weird limbo gray area in between. And it doesn't feel good to be like tossed around in the middle ground, not knowing if you're capable of getting what you want, thinking that you still have to wait on something, thinking that there's more that you can do or something that you did wrong in order to bring about your present circumstances. That's not how it goes. It is as simple as I decide my circumstances, I decide what I get to have, I decide who I am. Who are you going to choose to be? It is as simple as that. I don't care what's happening in the 3D. I don't care what happened in the past. I don't care what happened 5 minutes ago. I don't care what's happening right now, this very moment. I don't care what happens after you turn this video off and go back to living your life. You are going to move forward in the assumption that things are already the way you want them to be. Already the way you want them to be. And if you see circumstances that resonate with the old version of you, that are in alignment with an old version of you, then that is not for you to worry about. That's not for you to focus on. That's not where your attention should be. You don't have to try to make it go away. You don't have to try to fix anything. You are already the version of yourself where things are fixed. You're already the version of yourself where nothing needs to go away because everything is perfect and you're completely, totally, utterly fulfilled with your desire, living the life you love, having the things you want, and everything is fine. So if you have to go general and just say everything is wonderful, everything is wonderful, everything is wonderful, then that's fine. But you cannot continue to perpetuate a story of things not working or things not being the way you want or you not seeing evidence in your 3D of your manifestation. We're continuing to tell the story that nothing is happening, that nothing is working, that you're doing things wrong, that it's taking a long time, that you can't manifest it because this thing happened to you and you're this kind of person and this always happens to you and it always happens this way and it always happens in this time, or it never happens for you, or it happened for this person but you did the exact same thing as them and it still didn't work. That's not what we base anything on. We don't base anything on anything outside of us because everything outside of us came from within us. So there's absolutely no reason why you should be fearing an external circumstance when you know that all those circumstances came from within you. So if you change your internal state of being, then the circumstances have to change. But you need to persist. You need to stay consistent. You need to remain faithful to your wish fulfilled. If you say, I'm this person and I'm having the things that I want, you don't get to go back. You don't get to backtrack and then complain about why things in the 3D are not changing. Make a firm decision. If you have to keep affirming it, then keep affirming it. Or if you want to keep affirming it, keep affirming it. If you want to keep doing sats, keep doing sats. But you need to maintain the mindset and keep telling the story that you are the version of yourself living in your wish fulfilled. You are the version of yourself knowing that things are already right now in this present moment the way that you want them to be. That is the only way to, is through. Okay, we don't worry about the residue of the old story, of the old man, of the past circumstances. Irrelevant. Drop them. Drop them. The quicker you drop them and start telling the new story, the quicker the circumstances are going to change. So stop making excuses for yourself. Stop feeling like a victim to the circumstances and just say, you know what? Whatever happened before, I'm going to completely lobotomize myself. Take out that brain, set it in the dumpster, and I'm going to pick up a new brain from the new version of myself and I'm going to implant it, and I'm not going to go digging in the dumpster for the old version of me. I'm moving forward in the assumption that things have always been this way, that I'm already this person, that things are already working out in my favor. My bridge of incidents is already unfolding no matter what it looks like right now. It has no choice but to conform to my image of myself. It has no choice but to be the way that I say things are, because you are the only one who gets to choose. You're the only one who gets to decide. The outside does not decide, you decide. But if you don't realize that you're the one deciding and you see the outside and you start identifying with the outside and you say, this is my story, this is my truth, then of course it's like, okay, valid, exactly what we're supposed to do. But if you give a new reaction to those old circumstances, and the old circumstances are gonna be like, hold up, something's not lining up here. Let's fix that, do. Next thing you know, you're gonna blink and be in your preferred reality. But you have to maintain your focus. You have to shift your attention to where you want it to be, to how you want things to be, not continuing to focus on why things aren't working, or why things are harder for you than other people, or why it's taking so long, or why you're not doing enough work, or why you have to make things harder on yourself by doing more or doing less, or letting go, or affirming like this, or doing this kind of imaginal scene, or doing meditation, or going for walks, or taking better care of yourself, or being a more productive person, not being lazy. All of these things are conditions. Conditions do not matter. Circumstances do not matter. The only thing that matters is who you say you are. That's it. That's done. That's all. That's literally it. That's the whole shebang. That's the entire way we manifest. Literally, this could be the last video you watch on manifestation and you can get everything you want. It is as simple as, who do you say you are? Who do you say you are? Your reality has no choice but to conform to your own self-image. So start to see yourself as the version of yourself living in the reality where these so-called problems are already solved, where they were never a big deal to begin with. And you already know that you get to walk in fulfillment because you are that fulfillment. Not what you see on the outside, it's what's on the inside. What you see in your own imaginal scenes, in your own mental images. Do you see what I'm saying? It gets to be that simple. I'm not gonna elaborate on it anymore because I think that's enough. I think that if you continue to tell yourself this story, no matter what I see, no matter what happened before, no matter how things look right now, things are the way that I want them to be already. I'm the version of myself living in the reality I want to live in already. This is how things are. Don't care what you say. Don't care what that person says. Don't care what that condition says. Don't care what happened in the past. Don't care how long it's been, because I'm living in the present moment. I'm living in now. And right now, I choose to be the version of myself living in fulfillment. That's it. That's all. Let it be done. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed and got something of value from this video. Please be sure to leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment box below, and check out the description for my social media links, services, all that good stuff is down below. And other than that, I love you all so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.